Hi, and welcome back to the Britt Mayer Show. I have a breaking news story that I really wanted to share with you guys before June 1st. So I am doing this as a breaking news drop, bonus drop, so that you guys know something that's happening and is about to roll out in Los Angeles County, California. And I'm going to give you all the details. And then at the very end, your call to action. So here we go. There is a very controversial directive from the Los Angeles County Fire Department that just dropped. And I've received so many direct messages and emails and text messages regarding this. So I know that this is something that is causing quite a stir that you probably have not heard about, but it's incredibly, incredibly important. And as we are getting into June, I wouldn't be surprised if a county near you or your county is going to be issuing the same directive. So here we go. A memo from Fire Chief Anthony C. Marrone just went out. It mandates the display of the Progress Pride flag at all department facilities throughout June 2025. Now, this is in line with a Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors policy, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And this decision is obviously drawing very strong objectives. I've received direct messages and emails from men and women who are directly impacted by these orders. And I'm going to get into all of this. Okay, so here's the background on the flag policy. The Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, which governs the nation's largest county with over 10 million residents, adopted a flag policy in March 2023. It was a unanimous 5-0 vote led by Supervisors Lindsay Horvath and Janice Hahn. The policy directs the county's Internal Services Department to raise the Progress Pride flag. It's known as PPF. Whenever you see PPF, it's this flag that I'm going to throw up on the screen for you to see. And it's constantly evolving. So this policy directs the county's internal services to raise the Progress Pride flag at facilities displaying the U.S. and California flags, including fire stations. During June, which is right around the corner at the time that I am reporting this, during June's LGBTQ Pride Month to support LGBTQ communities amid rising anti-LGBTQ legislation nationwide. In 2024, the board reaffirmed this policy through a motion to continue flying the PPF annually in June, emphasizing inclusion and equity. Okay, so here is the order. Mandatory display. From June 1st to June 30th, 2025, all Los Angeles County Fire Department facilities, remind me again, what do fire department facilities do? They fight fires and they are first responders. Why in the world are we involving them in sex? Because that's what LGBTQ is all about. So can someone explain to me why we are involving the fire department in anything connected to sex flags? Please, someone explain this to me. All Los Angeles County Fire Department facilities must fly the PPF per the board's flag policy and 2024 motion in recognition of LGBTQ Pride Month. Can they just fight fires, guys? Can we just let the fire department fight fires and raise the United States of America and California flag? No, they have to raise a PPF flag too. Priorities in California. The board states that flying the PPF demonstrates LA County's support for LGBTQ communities. I want to tell you guys the original history of the rainbow flag. It's not a rainbow flag anymore, as you can see. It was designed by Gilbert Baker in 1978 for San Francisco's Gay Freedom Day. It featured 8 stripes, like a red one was for life. There was a blue for harmony. Anyways, it was reduced to 6 by 1979 for production reasons. And then in 2017, Philadelphia added black and brown for people of color. So somehow they got thrown on a gay pride flag. Did you ask the people of color? Was there a council? Was there a convention to discuss? And then in 2018, the Progress Pride flag was created by Daniel Kesar, and it incorporates these stripes plus light blue, pink, and white from the transgender pride flag, which was designed by Monica Helms, which was a dude in a dress in 1999. You can go research Monica Helms. I have gone down those rabbit holes on Helms. It's fascinating. It just shows you where all of this comes from. Then there was the chevron shape, which symbolizes forward progress for transgender, non-binary, and marginalized LGBTQ plus communities, including those affected by HIV and AIDS. Okay, so that's the flag. Tell me again why the fire department needs to fly this flag. How is this at all connected to a fire department? Please, someone explain this. This memo that just went out stresses that compliance to fly this flag at fire stations is non-negotiable, with fire and lifeguard captains tasked with ensuring that the flags are displayed and maintained, warning of disciplinary actions for non-compliance. Captains must report damaged or removed flags or clasps to battalion or section chiefs for replacement and store the PPF at the end of June for future use. First of all, for future use, it's going to keep on evolving, so you can just toss the thing away. But when did this become like a sacred symbol that we have to task captains to report on damage and to fly at fire stations? So here is the concern. An anonymous Los Angeles County firefighter contacted me and expressed significant distress over this mandate. As a Christian, he feels that it conflicts with his deeply held religious convictions, which is completely understandable. He reports pressure on battalion chiefs to enforce compliance with very vague guidance on religious accommodations, which has left a lot of the firefighters, as he reports, that he's talking to, feeling that they are uncertain about what alternative work schedules are going to be offered if they say, we don't want anything to do with the pride flag. We are firefighters. Since when did we get intertwined with a gay pride flag that now has trans colors and a big old plus that leaves a lot up to interpretation? When did firefighters get roped into this? I am appalled that the Los Angeles County supervisors thought that this was an appropriate order to put on Los Angeles County firefighters. Shame on you. Shame on you. In addition to this memorandum that went out, this is what I found really interesting. There was an attachment B, Progress Pride Flag Frequently Asked Questions. So in this, they basically set up the fire chiefs who are responsible for flying the sex flag, the pride flag. They set them up with these questions that you may encounter during the month of June. Why are you flying the PPF? Because it demonstrates the County of LA's support for LGBTQ plus communities. Take it somewhere else. Put it on private properties if you want to show your support. This is not something that tax-funded institutions should be roped into. So this was my next question. Well, what about other flags? So hear this. Can you fly the blank flag instead? Flag of another nation or group, or a Confederate flag, or a thin red line flag, etc., etc. This is their answer. The flags flown at County Los Angeles facilities are set forth by the County of Los Angeles Board of Supervisors flag policy. We don't have the authority at this department facility to fly any flags other than those specified. Folks, that's called discrimination. It's called discrimination and giving super privileges and super exposure to certain people groups, but not others. This is so completely insane. There are more questions, including, like, I thought the LGBTQ plus pride flag usually has a rainbow with 6 stripes. Why does this one have so many colors? Well, this flag combines the iconic rainbow flag of 6 stripes with the colors of the transgender pride flag to honor the transgender and non-binary communities, with black and brown stripes to represent LGBTQ plus communities of color and those living with or lost to HIV and AIDS. The new stripes are added in a chevron shape like an arrow to show the need for forward movement. Okay, this is the final thing that I want to touch on. Obviously, critics like myself and the firefighter who contacted me and the pastors who have reached out to me and the other concerned members of the community who have already reached out to me are arguing that government bodies should only fly the US and California flags. Pretty simple, pretty dang simple. Their claim is that the PPF, the pride flag, right? The Progress Pride flag prioritizes one group's identity, potentially alienating others. Yes, that is correct. That's absolutely correct. Divisive, conflicting with religious beliefs about traditional values or marriage, or promoting a political agenda. So essentially, they are grabbing an arm, an entity, and forcing an agenda through that entity, just like they do in the schools. Now they're going after the firefighters, guys. Supervisors in this memo are advised to stay calm, listen to community concerns, and refer upset residents to a designated county contact for discussion. You know I dropped that in the show notes. Go there right now. It is in the show notes, and I hope you flood them, letting them know that this has got to go. Take the flag down. That's what we're calling this. Take the flag down. So if you agree with the firefighter and the pastors and everything I've laid out, that the fire department should only fly the United States flag and the California flag and oppose raising the PPF, the Progress Pride flag, then you can contact the Los Angeles County Fire Department. You can share your concerns respectfully by calling or visiting lacountyfire.org. I have everything you need in the show notes. Support our firefighters, okay? This is important, by urging the department to respect religious convictions and reconsider this mandate. And this is the time to act. This is why I put this out right now while my kids are at a birthday party. I would rather be doing other things, but I did this because June 1st is upon us, and that's when they're supposed to raise this flag. And obviously this is causing great distress to a lot of the good LA County firefighters who are staring down this order and thinking this is absolutely insane. So for those firefighters, I stand with you. And I urge you, if you feel like I do and like these firefighters do, that this is wrong, this is unethical, this is a violation of utilizing a government arm for a radical agenda, then please get in touch with the LA County Fire Department today and let them know that this has got to go, that they cannot follow this mandate, that this is in violation of religious convictions, of utilizing a government arm for propaganda and an agenda that is completely out of line with a fire department's boundaries. They fight fires, they rescue people. They're not a propaganda piece of the government. Okay, that's all. Head to the show notes. And as I always say, follow us across all platforms, The Britt Mayer Show on Spotify, YouTube, X, Instagram, and clips on TikTok until we are taken down. We are going to continue to speak light into the darkness.